Given this curve, you've been asked to find the slope of the curve at any point. And so that just means that we need dy dx. And so we need to take a derivative with respect to x for every term, derivative with respect to x. And so this first term, the derivative of 4x is 4. This next term, we're going to need the product rule. If we have p times q, then the derivative of that product is p prime q plus q prime p. And so I'll start with the derivative of sine is cosine of x times ln of y. That's the q. Plus the derivative of ln of y is 1 over y times dy dx, or y prime, I'll write that for short. And then the next term, we have a chain rule, so this is really our inside function of u. So we're going to have u equals x times y. U prime will be the derivative of this product, p prime q plus q prime p. Well, the derivative of x is 1 times y plus the derivative of the y term is y prime times x. So that's our u. Our v is sine of u, so our v prime is cosine of u. And according to the chain rule, we're going to multiply our two derivatives together, so we'll have u prime times v prime, which just means I have y plus y prime times x as my u prime, and my v prime will be cosine of u. But we know u was really xy, so I'll replace that. This is really cosine of xy. So now I have everything written down. We're going to erase this for some space. I'm looking for all y prime terms. Here's one. Here's another. So in order to get this y prime by itself, I'm going to have to distribute this cosine xy times everything. So I really have y times cosine of xy plus y prime times x times cosine of xy plus cosine of x times ln of y plus that 1 over y times y prime equals 4. Now it's easier to see that I have a y prime here and a y prime there. Everything else goes to the other side. So I'll subtract y, cosine xy, I'll subtract cosine x, ln y. And I'll get y prime x cosine of xy plus 1 over y times y prime equals 4 minus y cosine of xy minus cosine of x ln of y. Now I'll factor out this y prime and have y prime times x cosine of xy plus 1 over y equals what we saw before. Final step, we'll divide by x cosine of xy plus 1 over y This is one form of our final answer. There's some other simplifying we could do. I'm not sure how simple it is, but we could make a common denominator here. and write this as all over y, and some other things like that.